My name is Daniel Muli Mwema. Currently, I'm a postdoctoral scientist here at Kilifi Kemri Wellcome Trust program. And I was previously a PhD student. I finished my PhD in February this year, 2014. And before that, I came here in 2009 as an intern. I was working on immunology of HIV in HIV-infected children. And I was investigating the defects that HIV causes in the immune system of HIV-infected children. Because it has been shown that these children usually don't make very good responses to vaccines. Currently, I'm trying to look at the mechanisms of those defects, hoping that some of those pathways can be targeted in future to ensure that these children respond better. The postdoctoral position that I'm on is funded by a Wellcome Trust Strategic Award. And so it is supporting me for 2 years as a postdoctoral, early career postdoctoral scientist. And the plan is to use those 2 years to establish myself so that I can apply for fellowships after that, so as to go up the career ladder.
Our PhD student scheme is the flagship scheme for developing research leaders. Providing really good PhD training goes beyond just providing technical support and technical supervision. It means also providing all the other soft skills so that you're developing not just the technical competence of the student, but also their leadership competence. So we provide opportunities for people to develop writing skills, grantmanship. We also provide opportunities for people to spend a bit of time in other laboratories, for example, in our collaborating labs in the UK, so that they get exposure to different environment and different settings for doing research. In addition to their supervisory team, every student has a 3-person mentorship team. A really key aspect of our framework is the appreciation that often the most challenging time for African researchers is a transition between PhD and postdoc. Often what happens is that people finish their PhD and their affiliation with the registering institution ends at that point or is terminated. And they no longer have even simple things like access to computing, access to publications. They can no longer access mentorship and supervision. So often they're struggling, and during that period, they often will then drift away to whatever job is available. So we have developed a scheme, what we call the Career Development Year, which is a 1-year support structure for all the students who have just finished their PhD. During when they remain in the program, they continue getting stipend. They also continue getting a lot of mentorship support to try and help them find postdoctoral opportunities. Or if not postdoctoral opportunities, for the really good ones that we would like to retain, they start working on their grants application so that within a year or 2, they'll be bringing in their own funding. The principle of having a systematic approach to capacity building as opposed to just opportunistic, having a clear objective, having a clear framework within which you'll work, having well-defined methodology that you're going to apply so that at the end you can actually evaluate whether you're getting somewhere. I think those principles should be applied by all institutions.
My ambitions for the program are that it'll continue to develop and flourish. I think we've been extraordinarily lucky. We've got fantastic people, fantastic facilities. We've been very lucky to have sustained good relationships with KEMRI and with other institutions in Kenya, and with our stakeholders, both in our case Oxford University and other universities in the UK, and particularly the Wellcome Trust as a funder. I think you can't overestimate the importance of long-term sustained funding. It's very difficult to build without it. So I think the combination of all those things means that the program is really well set up, and I think, and particularly now that it's evolved to a stage where, if you like, a young group of Kenyan research leaders are coming through. I'd be really optimistic that the programme will continue to develop and become much more a regional or even continental resource.
Do you have any other plans for the future?
Actually, I still hope I'll win a Nobel Prize one day. Yeah, because I think the future is very bright.